When head coach Kim Mulkey arrived at LSU from Baylor University in 2021, the Lady Tigers basketball team had just finished a 9-win season. Not very good. Now, 2 years later, the Tigers are women's NCAA basketball champions.
Kim Mulkey, in year 2, has orchestrated a turnaround for the ages. LSU has captured its very first national championship.
Now, playing the game contributor Paul Crane joins us now with more from yesterday's game. This is quite a thriller. 102 points, too. We'll get to all of the points scored, the records breaking in just a second. But let's talk about Mulkey, because she has really resurrected this program over there.
She is quite something. She won 3 national championships at Baylor, one with Brittany Griner, built a dynasty, and then LSU pulled her away. Yes, for a big contract, but also for a commitment to the program. LSU wins its first ever national championship for women's basketball. And part of the reason why, 9 new players through the transfer portal, which has become such a factor in college athletics. And Angel Reese came in from Maryland. Alexis Morris had such a huge second half. These new players helped LSU put together a team effort all
It's almost
throughout.
a completely different team than last year.
9 new players all told. But Kim Mulkey not only put together a great team, she did so within the new college rules. And it didn't take long, only 2 years. Goodness gracious. And she becomes the first women's coach to win national championships at 2 different schools, and just the second coach in college basketball history, joining Rick Pitino, who did it at Kentucky and Louisville.
I mean, 102 points in a national title game. That's saying something right now. Let's talk about the talk of the tournament. That is Caitlin Clark on the opponent's team, Iowa. She is a superstar overnight, breaking some big records. I actually want to listen to an exchange she had between Clark and Mulkey after the game. Let's listen.
And you could hear Kim Mulkey saying to Caitlin Clark, "You're a generational player."
And that is exactly right. Generational talent here.
She not only came on the scene so big this year, I wouldn't be surprised she's coming back to Iowa next year if she doesn't become not just the face of women's basketball, but the face of college basketball. The records she set are almost too numerous to mention, but her 191 points in the tournament, the most by any player ever, it shattered the old women's record set by Cheryl Swoops at Texas Tech 30 years ago, but it's also more than Glenn Rice, who had the men's record at Michigan in 1989.
Not Diana Taurasi. No, it's her.
Yes, all of it. It's remarkable what she has done. She's the only player in NCAA tournament history to have a 40-point triple-double. She scored 41 points in the 2 games leading up to the championship game. But Kim Mulkey and LSU got her in foul trouble, and while she ended up scoring her points, most of them were after it was all said and done.
And there was a ticky-tack technical foul. Let's be honest, a little questionable. She threw a ball away, got a tee, and in college basketball, that gets you a personal foul. So,
and that put her in real.
A lot of Iowa fans not happy about that. Yep.
Correct. I think it was a little ticky-tack. It's so competitive. And look, the competition at the women's game has now gotten so much better. Remember, this is the first Final Four in 16 years without UConn. So the competitive level is getting much higher, and there was a lot made at the end of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark with the "you can't see me" gesture, and Angel Reese showing her we won a ring. People need to remember, not only is it so competitive out there, but Caitlin Clark, before the Elite 8 game against Louisville, went out and did the "you can't see me" hand
so
wave.
Much shade. So much shade.
Yeah, so here we go. It's karma is a you-know-what. But
it's the Steph Curry thing.
I think too much has been made of this, the competitive level. You know, if you got a problem with this, then you've got a problem with greats like, Michael Jordan and Larry Bird, who would be in the trash-talking Hall of Fame if they weren't such good players.
Right. Let's talk about the men's side real quick here. Cinderella story with San Diego State taking on UConn, looking for their 5th championship. You're going to be on back with us to preview that one. Give us a little sneak peek here.
Well, look, San Diego State, they're the They're the small one in this. They're in uncharted waters. They've been in uncharted waters since the Sweet 16. And in that dramatic win over FAU in the Final Four on Saturday night, they didn't lead until in the second half at all until after the buzzer sounded on that dramatic shot. We'll talk more about that. And UConn has been as dominant in this tournament as any team ever. And they're a 4 seed. We'll talk about that a little later.
Do you have any teams left over in your bracket? Yeah, mine's completely shattered. This year is so
mushroom
hard.
cloud.
Paul Crane, always a pleasure. We'll be back with you at 10 o'clock to talk about the men's side of this, which tips off tonight. Stay with us.